Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're a family of 5 on our way to financial independence and retire early so that we can do the things that we enjoy. I hope that interests you and motivates you to get started on your own personal wealth building journey as well. I share real numbers here, very open, transparent, and just really showing you guys from the trenches point of view how to get from 0 to 100 in terms of building wealth for you and your family. So let's get into the video. So I talked about this in our fire update video, which I will post in the link in Eye in the Sky. But I wanted to talk more about the preliminary budget that we had for ourselves. So again, guys, when you hear people talk about fire, one of the things that they talk about is having money to live off of once they reach their fire number. Well, I wanted to create a budget to show my husband and myself what that would look like broken down. And because our situation is a little different, we have a special needs son, so we are going to have to continue to support and care for him like we would have anyway, and for a longer period of time. And so again, guys, this budget just reflects having him with us and, you know, living, you know, very well in our fire years. Now, there's different types of fire. There's lean fire, fat fire, coastal fire, barista fire, traditional fire, and some other ones sprinkled in, but we are aiming for fat fire because we want to be able to, number 1, support ourselves, number 2, support our son, and number 3, just being able to live our best lives and work on passion projects and travel and just do some of the things that we personally want to enjoy. So this is just preliminary numbers, but again, it's always good to just write things down and being able to forecast. Forecast is really good because it allows you to have some type of direction rather than no direction. And so just keep all of that in mind when we talk about, you know, this budget. So let's go to housing. So we're expecting to have $750 in housing costs, and that's just pretty much property and real estate taxes and homeowners insurance. Our plan is to use my husband's stock options and pay off our primary home early. Yes. And if I sound a little nasally or congested, allergies are really kicking my butt right now. So much pollen outside. But yes, I'm trying to make sure I speak clearly, but I am congested, and it's just, you know, how it is when you have bad allergies. But like I mentioned, the housing is pretty much just property taxes and homeowners insurance because we plan on not having a mortgage and using my husband's stock options to pay off our primary home. Next is our utilities. We are projecting about $300 a month in utilities. That's like your power, your gas, things like that, your water bill. We currently pay about $200 on average each month if I kind of average it out through the whole year. So I'm just going off of $300 there, though I think I may need to bump that up some. But keep in mind, guys, I have a daughter who will be out the house at that time and a younger son who will probably be making his way out of the house. So you're talking about just for 3 people most likely here. Entertainment is $300 a month. Groceries is $900. I'm really trying to overestimate here. I don't spend $900 now for a family of 5, but with inflation and just things going up, I just want to be really, really cautious. So $900 for groceries. Dining out, $300. I made up that. Sinking fund. So we have an account for my son, one for us, like clothes, different things like that. A home maintenance fund because something always needs to be repaired in a house. Car maintenance because stuff is always wrong with cars, and the different holidays. Now notice I do not have any of the rental expenses here because that's all tracked separately. So once we deduct, you know, the rental mortgage and expenses and save some money for our rental sinking funds, we pay ourselves what's left after all of that. So that's none of that is included here. That's in its own spreadsheet, the rental, you know, property stuff. Next is health insurance. Now here's the thing, my husband, one of his, you know, passion projects is building up his own business. And he actually had talked about being a consultant for a business through his own business. So rather than working for someone in the traditional 9-to-5, he has his own company and he will work from his company and maybe be a contractor. And he did talk about getting health insurance through that way. But if push come to shove, we'll just get our own insurance. My son, now the great thing about living in the state that we live in is that my son is covered in terms of his medical insurance is that there's no income cap or anything like that. It's a loophole that they have for special needs children so that they can always get the care and the therapy and the services that they need. So we do not pay, even right now, health insurance for our special needs son. It's all taken care of through the state. That's one reason why I will not leave the state that we live in, because they are so good to special need, just so good to special need kids, and I love that. Car payment. Now we may have a car payment. We don't know. The idea is to just continue to, put money in this fund. And if we do need a car, we can go out and buy it outright. But if we do have to get some type of a car, we want to make sure that we have money sitting in a sinking fund for that. This is why I love sinking funds, not just saving money in a savings account, but having a specific purpose for a fund that you may need in the future. And because we do drive, I would say, like semi-older cars. The van that I drive is a 2012. I don't know how long that will last. And we want to make sure that we have money allocated if we do need to go get a new to us car. Next is invest, $200. So though we will hit our fine number, we still would like to have some type of money going to our investment. So $200 there. Gas, $300. We may have to up that a little bit, seeing how gas prices are now. If we have grandkids, we would love to start saving for them as soon as we find out. Now, this is like really, really early, but like I said, I have a daughter who will be out the house in 4 years. Who knows what life may look like in 6 years or 8 years. We want to have some money set aside so that we can start investing for them once we find out if we will, when we will have, grandchildren, because that's really important. Just kind of keeping the generational wealth going here. Keep this train going, guys. It doesn't stop at our children, our grandchildren, and continuing to teach them the things that we've taught, and then our children teaching their children the things that we taught them, like I said, to keep the generational wealth going through the generations. Next is personal care and beauty, massages, nails, haircuts for my husband. If I get my hair done, my son get his haircut, $250 a month. Travel, $500 a month, because we do want to go places. Now, we won't be traveling every month, but when we do travel, we like to travel, in style. We like to have fun and enjoy ourselves and not have to worry so much about penny pinching. So putting $500 in this fund each month, I think will get us where we want to be. Next is life insurance, $200. And I may have to increase that, but again, this is just preliminary. I'm just going through, all of this type of stuff. Let's go. Miscellaneous, $500, because things happen all the time, as you guys know, and we don't want to be caught unawares when we do hit our, fire number. Cell phone, $150. We pay about $100 now. So I figure if we add a line for our son as he becomes a teenager and things like that, maybe $150, we don't know. And then subscription and extras, this is where like our church offering is coming in. Notice I do not have tithing here because we will be living off of our investments for the most part. Now we will still, anytime we do get income like from my husband's business, we will continue to tithe off of that. But most of what we've been doing, we wouldn't be doing anymore because we wouldn't be having a traditional, 9 to 5 type of income. And we still plan to give offering and give to, different ones. And it'll come out of this $500. So total, we're talking about $7,500 a month for our fire budget. So that will cost, now this was the eye opener, guys, $90,000 a year for us to live this way. So this is our fat fire-ish number. I always change my mind, but this is in the vicinity where we're headed. And look at this, 25 years. So this is how much 25 years will cost. $2,250,000. And when you look up here, so still not having a mortgage, just paying property taxes and homeowners insurance, $225,000 over a 25-year span. It's so interesting to see how much you are actually paying for certain things over 5-year span, a 10-year span, a 20-year, 25-year span. It really does open, at least for us, our mindset into making sure that the money that we bring into our home, the money that we earn, is going into places that will benefit us, not really someone else, which is why I'm so happy we paid off our debt when we did and we became debt free. Because if you add up 25 years making $100, payment to this or that, that's a lot of money that could really be used to benefit, you personally. So as you can see, utilities, $90,000 just for some lights. Oh my goodness. $90,000, guys. But look at entertainment, $90,000 as well over a 25-year span. Groceries, guys. $270,000 over a 25-year span. That's a lot of eating, guys. I could lower this, but we worked hard to get to this fat fire, and so we want to be able to go to Whole Foods if we want. We want to be able to get some seafood and some steaks if we want, to enjoy the fruits of our labor. But yeah, this is just really interesting. I have all the numbers here, but this gave me a good chuckle when I was going through all of this, thinking, goodness, how much money you spend over 25 years in just different categories. This $150,000 on travel. I'm liking, guys, the memories and the experiences that we'll be able to have, and our son and even grandchildren, taking them places as well. I would love to take them to Disney and to Universal. I would love to take the family in general, like my husband, myself, our children and grandchildren, to Hawaii, to Australia. Just these are some of the things that is motivating us to continue to grind now, to continue to invest and build up those different assets so we can enjoy some of the things like this. So let's go down to our bucket list fat fire. This is our budget if things just went the way that we wanted or exceeded our expectations. This is the budget for, just really balling out, living our best lives, having a good time in our, early retirement year. So this is $3 million, which is the number that I've been talking about. This is what we're trying to shoot for. This will give us $10,000 a month, $120,000 a year. So as you can see, the housing stay the same, utilities stay the same. Entertainment goes up, I believe. Yeah, entertainment is going up. Entertainment's going up. Let's see, dining out went up. Our sinking funds, so just putting more in the sinking funds, investing for my son and his trust, clothes, shoes, things like that. Sometimes my son has gadgets that he needs that helps him with his autism, so special tablets. He likes good earphones because he likes to have his sounds really clear and crisp. And Bose headphones is expensive, but for him, we will get that. We will invest in something like that for him. So that was increased. Let's see. We have our car payment, because let's say if everything go the way we want and we decide, we want to get, a Tesla SUV. A Tesla Model Y. Well, we have the money, we have the investments, we worked hard, so let's go on and get it. We have $1,000 a month that we can play with to get that. So these are just different things that we would do if things went our way. Let's see what else. We would increase our investments to $700, maybe invest in a startup company, maybe something new will come out that we really like, we want to put some money in, things like that. We would up that. Let's see, we would up our grandkids save or investment accounts as well to $600. We will update our personal care, get some massages and some facials, my husband and myself, because things went our way and we want to kind of, like I said, enjoy the fruit of our labor. Travel more, $1,000 there. Maybe instead of going somewhere twice a year, maybe somewhere once a quarter or 3 times a year. This is where this will come from. And I believe that's pretty much it. So the extra money, if we did, hit our bucket list fat fire, will go to things that will strictly help us to create memories and to invest more. That's pretty much what it is, because our groceries is the same, housing, utilities, things like that is the same. So that's pretty much the the preliminary budget, guys. Like I said, it can change, but it was really fun to go through this and see, how would our budget look, in terms of breaking it down, having, my son still with us and seeing how we could, live. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment down below. I love talking with you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, hit the like button and the little bell notification so that you don't miss an upload every time I post a video. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. Details are in the description box below. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.